videos on Instagram and stuff, and I was hoping to possibly do a couple tarot readings today, but it is my day off. And I was supposed to do a necklace for a resident, but I'm going to do that later because I got 2 days off. So it's very hot outside where I'm at. So Mr. Chong is, I guess, kind of sad because now it's terrible because it's too hot to go outside. So, and I'm keeping him away. I'm gonna about ready to call the vet to see if I can get an appointment before the 12th. But if not, I just can't take him by parks or anything until he has his one shot. But we've been outside a couple times, and I was hoping that it wouldn't be hot as Hades, but I guess unfortunately for me it is. It's hot as Hades, so we're taping in the coolness here. And the husband went to the dispensary. So I edited some videos and I was playing around with my AI. I really like to make all these different videos. I think they're fun. For me, it's something fun to do. So I figured I'd test the water, see if anybody's here for friendly chat to have fun and talk to. But I'm not sure if there's anybody, if everyone's at work or what's going on. But I guess it is what it is at some point. But it usually takes a little bit before I get like a little audience or something. So, of any kind of sort. Oh, I got somebody. Hello. I don't know if they went away or not. But if you guys want tarot readings or anything, I just figured I come in the chat, I come in and see who was here. But today, it's been a happy day. I'm not tired. I got a lot of rest. I'm going to have extra hours at work with my schedule shifting. But once my schedule gets in full bloom, I'll have me 4 glorious days off in a row. Because my job does consume my life a lot. And sometimes I don't like when things consume my life a lot. Oh, I got a person. I'm so happy. Oh, jeez. I was trying to do something interesting with my hair today. All right. Oh, hello. My dad has been saying that we are going on a family. What is that? Trip vacation. I don't know. Let's see what the path says. But I'm so happy somebody actually wants a reading today. Sometimes you kind of you want to just I don't know. Sometimes you want to do a tarot reading or two. I find this fun. So I don't know. My one braid keeps going flip flopping this way. At least when the AI puts my hair a little better, but it's okay. I have sometimes I just get bored up in my house. especially when it's really hot out. You would think summer would be good for us, but sometimes it's just not. Let's see about this family vacation in August. But thank you for coming in for a reading. I do appreciate you. I really, really do. I left a happy Wednesday post for you guys. I try to bring happiness and vibes to the day. And I start over on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok, and then eventually I come over here with all my happiness and all my happy reels. All right, this vacation is a new moon in Aries, which means it's like a standstill. I feel there's money issues in this pathway, and the money's halfway there, but not fully, which is good, which means it's going to happen. And then what's surrounding this is a new moon and a dissembling moon. A new moon is good. It just means a new positive start is coming. So this would just mean that it's the vacation's coming. And then you got dissembling moon, which means it's like a resting period. I feel it's going to be late August, maybe going towards the next month. Hang up on them. Always hang up on scam likelies. They hate when you hang up on them. If you take the extra energy to actually talk to them, they win. So I hang up on them all the time. But yeah, it is happening, but I feel it's going to be towards the end of August. And it does happen with vacations. When I was going on vacations with my family, you know, when the kids were younger. Well, maybe I'm feeling it's going to be towards the end. It might get delayed like a week or so. Things get delayed. I've went to on a several Disney vacations, and sometimes these things get delayed. We changed our date to Disney World 3 times. It got delayed. Depending on I feel like he doesn't want to move it. It doesn't, but obviously everybody wants to hurry up and go on vacation, but it's not fun to go on vacation without at least a couple $1,000s and knowing that you're going to have good food and stuff. I feel it's little stuff that's gonna, but I feel if you just wait it out and it'll be more fun. So, I mean, that's what I'm picking up. And it is kind of harder, and even in this economy, I don't know if you guys live in the United States, but in this economy in the United States, sometimes vacations get delayed a couple months. Sometimes you're lucky to get on vacation. But I feel it's going to happen, but it's going to be more towards the end. But I feel you are going to go. Oh, hi, new subscriber. Okay, I got to get your name. Well, I feel he is changing it. It's because of money issues, but you are going to go. So I wouldn't worry too much. You are, and it's going to be at a perfect time. Sometimes when things are delayed, it's for the best. So You see new love coming in for me currently. All right, let me see. I think it's, what is it? Natasha? Did I get the name right? Oh, I hope I did. I'm so bad at pronouncing things. It is annoying. It is very annoying when vacations are because you get so excited. You get your new outfits. You get how you want your hair done, and then before you know, you had all these plans, and then bam, it gets delayed. I get it, and it's horrible because everybody tells me I'm kind of bougie, so I get it. But some people, you got the men always delay these things. Oh my, well, see, it's a good day. I even pronounced it right. Oh, you're welcome. I feel that we have bougie vibes together because I can be very bougie. I mean, I'm very open minded and I like everybody, but I am very bougie. So I do get it, and that is important to go on your vacation. So you are going to get there. So don't worry about it. He's just going to make sure that you guys got money for every little thing. And everything got more expensive. All right. Now, you and your love life. All right. Now, now my friend that I actually pronounced her name right. I'm going to do her love life pathway. All right. I got a north node on on the path you're on in your love life. North node just means you're just too comfortable in one position and you might have to kind of, do things differently, maybe be more spontaneous and do different things. And it doesn't mean you got to go out and go on a million parties. It just means maybe you might have to lower standards or maybe see people for what they are on the inside type thing. Just less shallow type thing. And instead of trying to get the most handsome person, maybe see them from the inside. And you got the full moon in Sagittarius and new moon in Sagittarius. That's really, really good. You got literally Sagittarius is more of an awareness type thing. It wants you to look at all the different areas and really kind of figure out what you want type thing. And then the new moon in Sagittarius always means luck. So I feel you are going to meet someone, but they're not going to be as good looking as you thought that you would have liked them to be. And sometimes this happens. Sometimes people that you're just generally not that attracted to, sometimes you got to look at the inner, and then sometimes you can fix them up. I did that with my husband. He just, he did. I, get a new wardrobe and maybe get him a new hairdo or something. And you can make anybody. You can dress a man or a woman up. But I feel that you are going to meet someone. They're just not. They're not going to be horrible looking. They're just going to be more average. I'm not. Oh, well, I do feel there's someone coming. He's gonna be more of an average type thing. So, I do feel this. and he's going to have low self-esteem. So maybe like just try to, and I feel it's going to happen in a random circumstance. So I do feel it's coming, and there's gonna, and that's gonna, and I would say to look for the true heart, because if you look for someone that's the true heart, that's generally the one they send you. And there's always going to be two more in these kind of love things. The universe tries to see like how shallow you are. Sometimes they do this to teach you a lesson, to see which one you're going to choose. So I would honestly just choose the one that's the nicest, that you vibe with, and look at the inner, because there's going to be two more, and these are the kind of tests that the universe gives you, and they want to see if you're going to be, how you're going to react. So I feel like you're going to meet, it's going to be three people, and one's going to be the one that was the nice one. So I feel if you're true at heart, and well, I'll tell you a story. It's a really quick one, because actually I'm getting good. I'm getting actually reading session instead of scammers today. My husband's 20 years younger than me. So and honestly, I did not think that I would date somebody younger than me. And sometimes these things work out for the better, because sometimes if somebody's younger, they have less skeletons in their closet. And I mean, I don't generally go out with younger people, but it just happened. And sometimes those are your best relationships. So, and he also had low self esteem, but I was a little bit older and been through things. So it was a little nicer, because I was able to help him through his self esteem. And we've been together for over 10 years now. And don't let anybody tell you it's wrong to date somebody younger, because they used to all the time when it used to not be a thing when I was younger. If you, and I honestly think he might be the one. It's usually the oddball that you're going to be with for a long time, that everybody kind of doesn't think is going to last. So maybe just kind of go to slow pace and see what happens, but always be on your guard. You should always be on your guard with everything in your life, because you never know who's gonna try to take advantage of you. I've had three friends that men have been taking advantage of them, and it's sad. So always be careful, but you're gonna get three, and one's gonna be true of heart. So I guess you just got to pick from the barrel. All right, what's coming towards me? All right, and this is Yolanda. All right, like in what area? Because we have a lot of areas in life where things are coming towards us, Yolanda. Oh, you're welcome. I hope the advice helped. But yeah, the young one might, I feel the young one might be it, but it's going to seem like he's not. So just feel the territory. Oh, you want to know what's in love. Okay. And Jesse? Oh, is that Jesse from work, Jesse? Or no, I don't think it is. Yeah, you guys can have a reading. All right, let me see. So you want a love reading, Yolanda. So let me do one for you. Well, this has been a good day. I get a day off and actual real people instead of what I got last time. I had to end the stream and go do Instagram stuff or something. It was ugly. I got a bad audience last time. All right, right now your love path is a new moon in Pisces. And this isn't bad. It just means it's a time just to figure out what you need and just kind of work on yourself. Just find out what makes you happy and things like that. Sometimes, I mean, we all got to work on ourselves all the time. I'm working on myself daily. So that's just the way life is, but not in a bad way. I feel you're in this path in a good way because you're capable of bigger things. I'm picking up, and you hold yourself back, and that's why you're in this new moon in Pisces. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a road to a higher road. And you also have full moon in Taurus and a super moon surrounding you. And full moon in Taurus just means you got to figure out what you want to do in life and just make a plan of how you're going to get there. But it's possible. And then you got the super moon, just means you're just emotional about a lot of stuff going on. So I feel the love is going to come, but you need to just kind of relax. And I feel that they're sending somebody to you, but it's not, from what I'm picking up, it's not going to be for like maybe 2-3 months. But you're going to have random meetings with people, and then there's always, everything runs in threes: death, life, love, children usually. So I believe there's going to be three people that are going to randomly come in your life. So when you meet them, literally just be friends with them, and kind of go slow and see where things develop and stuff. So that's what I would do. And make sure you make right choices of which one's going to make you happy. There's no real bad person. There really isn't. It's just the person that fits you. I mean, everybody is meant for something. Yeah, I take everything slow, Yolanda. I take social media slow, everything. You got to find out what you're getting into in life. It's just the way life is. And you got to make sure you make proper decisions. You can't make a proper decision rushing into anything, even dinner. If you put out the wrong meat or whatever, and everything, everybody's unhappy. So there's nothing wrong with it being prepared. I try to be as much prepared as I can for everything in my life. And I feel if people do that, a lot of things go more smoothly. And you can weed out the bad people, because the people that don't want to get to know you and don't really care about your personality are the people that don't care about you in general. The ones that try to give you all these pipe dreams of how, and they just soup it up and act like everything's wonderful, like you're at Disney World all the time. These are the ones that are usually lying to you, because life has rough roads and good roads. So that's what I'm picking up. But I give it like a month or two, and then these people are going to come towards you. But make sure there's going to be two that's going to be taking advantage of you. And these are the people that are put for tests. And they're the ones that are generally, every time something good comes to you, there's always an opposing force. There's good, there's bad. When a soulmate's brought to you from the opposing forces, you're going to get double the amount. You're going to get two bad and one good. If you get two people sent to you, you're going to get three bad apples and two good apples. It multiplies. You get to get something that's good, you're going to get more bad testing you. So I would just be careful. And what tactic I use all the time when I was dating was, I literally would tell them, we're not sleeping together till I feel comfortable with you. And I didn't. And you can do that as long as you need to. And if somebody doesn't respect that in this state of times with all these diseases going around, then those are the bad ones that were sent out. And the more they try to pressure you into doing stuff, oh, that's why you're single. Oh, well, that's good. Uh, my friends sometimes aren't. They go with all these guys, they promise them the world, and I keep telling them not to. All my work friends do this. And then they're getting these horrible relationships and they wonder where it went wrong. But yeah, I feel it's going to come through a friend of a friend. Oh, you never married? I feel that people don't get married that much because there's a lot of deceitful people. And then you have all these drug problems. So I feel that's how people aren't married as much. When I was younger, it was people were a lot nicer. Well, yeah, everybody eventually wants to be married to the right person. But I don't know, I just feel that people are just out for literally just for self preservation a lot of times. And they just don't even care about their own selves, and they'll just go with anybody. And it's just bad morals. It's just this generation coming up is, they're horrible. My kids have picked horrible people to be with. And my one child, that one left her. He ended up getting dumped. And my other one, I don't know. She's just horrible and Chong hates her. Oh, they were. In the 80s and 90s, it was way better. In the 80s, I mean, a lot of times no one expected sex for a long time. If you did get it, you were lucky. Now, when I separated from my first husband, they told me it was 3 or 4 dates you were supposed to give sex. And I was so terrified to go out to eat with anybody. I just said I make enough money where I could get my own food. I used to tell everybody, if you buying me a $20 meal depends on sex, I would just get $20 out of my bank account and buy my own food. And they would get all offended. And I'm like, if sex means food, I don't that I was frightened. I never heard of nothing crazy like this. But yeah, I don't understand why things have to be this way. And I think that's why you get a lot of negative with the one positive. And it's horrible. They do. People don't have any moral boundaries anymore. Yeah, that too. I mean, I found out through friends of a friend that somebody we knew, they got involved with they're getting involved with people guys just for money, and they're very pretty. She's very, very pretty. Oh, that's why you're single. And this guy's rich, and he's literally beating on her and making her have sex with other people, and she's driving expensive cars, but she chooses to stay in this relationship, and it's terrible. And it's money just makes everybody just not very nice. So I don't know. The state of the world is really bad. This is why I'm trying to make a difference. I don't know if I am. But I try. But I think a lot of the problem is people are very materialistic, and I don't even think it's so much the drugs. It's just they think that if you do bad things, it's cool. And the thing is, I know that everybody always was kind of abusive at times, but it's just getting out of hand. I mean, you got dogs. I was reading a thing about a dog. These rescuers, this dog had they tied something around his, I think it was like a shoelace or something around his neck, and he had this huge head, and they shot him a lot of times, and this poor dog, they ended up rescuing him and fixing him. But if people can do that, I mean, what could they do to other humans? It's really horrible. I mean, people did bad things to dogs and stuff and people, but not to this extreme. I think it got worse. Yeah, they do. Maybe it's the mental health. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but I see horrible acts of human injustice and animal injustice, and the way you treat your animals is pretty much how you respect your fellow humans. So if you want to know how somebody is, look to how they treat their animals. And it's a true statement. My parents used to tell me this all the time. So, oh, you don't? I I will have sex before marriage, but it has to be in a committed relationship. Because I don't want to get in the marriage and have being all surprised either. If it's in a committed relationship, I don't mind. I mean, it is what it is. But it's always good, to for that too, because I was raised Catholic, and a lot of times people did wait. There's been 40-year-old virgins that were Catholic that finally got married in their 40s. So, and it's a thing. I guess there's some virgins that are 50 and 60 years old. Sex is not everything. So, I mean, oh, you're 50? Well, I mean, it is a terrible state of affairs. Oh, yeah, I feel that. I'm 52. I just honestly, first, I was really sick I was sick a lot of my life, and I'm always was getting, they were giving me stuff to fix me up, and it actually, I just got younger and younger and younger looking, and before I knew it, it was like, I would go out with my kids, and they thought I was their wife all the time. And sometimes I look better than their girlfriends, which is scary, but yeah. If you don't if you don't do a lot of bad stuff, and you try to stay pretty much healthy except for maybe a Mountain Dew or something here and there. And even if you just smoke your medical marijuana, that's not going to age you. It's I know alcohol can. Obviously, it goes beyond saying higher drugs, but cancer, like if you get really sick with cancer or something, I know even if you're really healthy, cancer can age you. So even the healthiest people that get over cancer, a lot of times they can't help but look older because of that. And that's not their fault. It really isn't. So your family live up to their 50s and 100. Yeah, my mom, I don't know, our family, they don't really live awfully long. I think my grandmother only lived till she was like 70, and then my aunts, they died really young. My one aunt, she died when she was 12, and I think I'm the last female left, and I technically got sick, and I guess I should have died twice before, but they keep just giving me all this different medicine. And then when I got, oh, you're fine. I mean, to me, death is just another beginning. I don't, I think the saddest thing, I mean, I never really met my aunts because they kind of died before I was born, but I feel that we come back in a different way and we're all in the same circles. And some people got to die first. So maybe when I finally die, I know I'm not dying. I've seen my death. I'm not dying till I'm over 100. But maybe when I die, I'll circulate, go in a circle with my aunts and my mom, and it'll be the same kind of thing, but in a different circumstance. Maybe I'll be the younger one, and they'll be the older ones, and we'll all live again. I believe we do. But a lot of times you forget your life before. I mean, if you're lucky enough, you can remember a past life, but I don't remember any of my past lives. I got a friend that remembers their past lives, but I don't remember them, and I'm kind of glad I don't because I feel it ruins the surprise for the next life. So I figure with the life I have left, I got about 50 some years, I might as well help some people because I feel the world is we're going on a it's like a turn and it keeps sliding down. And at some point it is important to know how to work in order for a rich man not to control. Well, yeah, that's for anybody. I believe it is, and a lot of people that run in my circles think that this realm is going to end soon. They really do. I think this realm. A lot of people. I mean, I don't know. I'm not an expert at the subject, but a lot of people that I talk to in different psychic circles, they believe that once the good people are died off, they're going to be held off and being reincarnated, and then the only things left are going to be the wicked. And then when the last little bit of hope dies, they say that this realm is going to end and another one's going to begin. This has been foretold by many people. I don't know if it's true. I guess it's up to you if you believe that, but there's a lot of people that believe it, and they said to look at the downfall of morality. I've heard that too, so oh yeah, it is. Yeah, that she's, I mean, and she chooses this. She chooses to have sex with random people so she could drive around and these. She's really not my friend. It's a friend of a friend of a friend. And I feel bad for her, but this is what she chooses because she gets a lot of money from him. And sometimes rich people will control you with money, and it's terrible. I believe money is the root of all evil. That's why I just want enough money to try to survive and try to help who I can before I leave this realm and join my ancestors and forefathers, because I I believe if I can try to save as many people as I can before I leave out and die, I'll I mean it would make me feel better, because I see a lot of bad things happening. That moon showed me a lot of bad things. I think I'm too old for all that. I don't want to go back to school, and I'm at a point where where financially I'm okay and stable, so I'm not going to pay for all that. It's expensive to go to college. When I went to college when I was younger, it was pretty much free. Now it's a lot. I think it's almost $50,000 just to be a nurse. They say, it's free at the time, but then you got to pay all that back. People do suffer a lot. This is true. And the thing is it's because a lot of times I've noticed their parents get off course, either if it's drugs or however they get off course with, and then somehow the whole family unit breaks apart. And when this happens, it's terrible. My parents just stayed together till my mom died, and our family unit never broke apart, and I was always okay. But now a lot of people are in foster homes and this and that, and they're literally the ideas of the world is shaped by social media, and or just what the people around them, and sometimes they're negative people. All they do, they make very, very bad choices. I believe everybody's focus should be to go to job training when they're younger or school, and in reading and writing and learning math and stuff should be on their high list of priorities, and not doing all the other stuff people do. So let's see. Oh yeah, you do some things that are bad like that. I mean, I get some people act like they don't know right from wrong, but it's terrible. And these gangs are not helping things because they just they start the cycle of violence. And when the cycle of violence starts, everybody involved has to pay. That's why I stay right up in my own lane, and I don't get out of my lane, and but I try. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, you can ask a question. Okay, I'll be here. I'll be having more days off work, so I'll be able to actually live stream more. Thank God. People at work think I'm a psycho over here, rather doing this than doing STNA work. So, oh, I seen your name. I just am trying to figure out. Look at here. It's Sana Vlogs. I don't know. It sounds like a foreign name, and usually I'm really bad at pronouncing them. And I'm sorry. if I am. Oh, hello, Jesse. How you doing? Do you want a reading? Okay, your name is. All right, what is your here? My name is. All right, is this person your like a lover or something? Is this why you want to meet them again? Oh, you're from India. Okay. I'm getting very popular. I'm coming out of America, I guess. And I didn't even have to leave my bedroom. It's wonderful. So, all right. Again soon. Did this person die or something? Okay. Okay, so you get an argument. Okay, is there a manufacturer I can get and give me winning products? I don't know. I'd have to see about a. Let me do this one first. All right. Let me see about your. Let me see what they're saying about that situation. All right, you're in the balsamic moon with that kind of with that situation, and that just means it's a healing time. And I feel there just was a lot of negativity, then stuff that was what the younger people say in their head. When these guys are just in their head about stuff, sometimes they get really angry, and you have to and when you're in that kind of period, generally you end up alone until you figure things out. I mean, and I just feel a lot of negativeness there, but you're surrounded by new moon in Aries and also a dissembling moon. So I a new moon Aries, it's always about action. People about that are Aries descent are always on the go, all the time. It's just a trait. I'm an Aries too. I'm always on the go. This is what I do in my time off. So, and then you have on this situation, the dissembling moon usually means taking a breather. I feel you will talk to him, but it's going to take some time. It may take a month or so. I feel he's in his head about stuff. I mean, I don't know how much time. I feel it might be a month or so, but he just has a lot going on, and he's blocking he's blocking the whole situation and trying, and he's avoiding things. I'm picking up avoidance. And if you avoid a situation and you never actually try to fix it, the problem with that is you never actually get on a path to solve your own problems. So that's what I'm actually picking up. So I feel you're going to talk to him, but it's going to be a while. And I don't know, you might not even want him anymore after all this. That's what sometimes happens if you wait too long. All right, when will. All right, hang on, let me get to your question. All right, Jesse, is there a manufacturer I can trust and really give me good winning products? All right, let me get you because you've been listening nice. I'm not used to being this popular. Honestly. I mean, I'm trying to get organized, but I'm not used to being this popular. Let's talk about your manufacturing thing here. All right, your manufacturing thing, you got a fixed moon, which just means holding your vision. So, like, keeping your dream alive or however you want to think of it. And then the two things around this happening, you got new moon in Gemini and a third quarter moon. So you got, and obviously Gemini's the two heads of the opposites. And it's a communication card. So communication is a key factor. You're having good and bad communication. Whenever you get a Gemini, it's like that. You're getting mixed paths in communication. And you also got the third quarter moon with adjustments. It just means adjustments have to be made. So I feel this manufacturing thing and your products are going to happen, but it's going to take some time, research. Maybe I'm feeling at least 3 to 6 months on this to try to get it going with the right amount of money. So, but if you get everything set up really nice, Jesse, you don't have to worry about anything too much because once all this is done, it'll be smooth sailing for you. So, I am picking up that, but I would give it at least that time period for, especially I'm picking up paperwork. There's a whole bunch of paperwork that needs to be done. And the paperwork is what's actually going to be holding you back because there's always red tape on paperwork and when it has to do with a lot of money. So I would keep up with the paperwork and then maybe after the 6 month period everything all the paperwork will go through because this is what happens with a lot of money. That's why I try not to get too much money too fast because it's a lot to deal with. So I wish you a lot of luck and I feel like this is going to be a big venture and I hope you have somebody to help you out with the money and stuff and maybe trying to help you out with your paperwork and stuff or maybe I hope you have a partner that you could trust. I don't know, maybe I didn't. Well, yeah, I'm feeling that's the only thing holding you back is this paperwork. I would find somebody that is good with paperwork that maybe that you trust, and those are hard people to find. But or maybe just research it on your own and see who you could trust. I feel that's the only thing holding you back. But if I didn't understand your question, what is it? The See, I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Maybe rephrase it because sometimes you look at a question you're thinking there. All right, my best option from the three. I don't know. Your best option would be the idea is good, but it's just finding somebody that to help you through the paperwork and stuff. Because in business ventures, that's your biggest problem is just getting through all the paperwork and making sure it doesn't fall. And people that are very successful sometimes lose a whole business because of bad business partners. I feel that that's you just have to find a good business partner. Well, yeah, that could be a problem. You got to find someone to handle in your country. So if you're in one country, another country, I mean, hopefully things work out for you. I really hope so. I mean, generally, when things are meant to be, my mom said that it's going to come to you one way or another. So maybe this will just come to you. And if it's not meant to be, it's just not going to come to you. And I've been hearing this my entire life. My mother told me this forever. And I remember all these things because when she passed away, it all made sense when I got older. So, and there was things I thought was a great idea, and then it just never came to me, and I just let it go. And I was like, oh, maybe she wasn't crazy. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. Sometimes life's like that. So maybe start out small and try to plan for bigger things. Maybe find somebody that is going in your own path and partner with them. But try to, I don't know, make sure that you really could trust them because people they get crazy sometimes and very deceitful, and you don't need that. All right, what does my higher self want me to know about me? Uh, I mean, I usually if you meditate, you can actually find out what you're in. I know if you do this manifesting and meditate, you can actually communicate with your higher self. I do know that. I mean, it's kind of hard to know, like, whatever activity you're doing. I could, like, pick up a path, but I can't literally tell you what your higher self wants because it's intrusion of people's privacies. I don't think anybody's meant to know that. That's what the big mystery of life's about. Yeah, I could do yours next, Brittany. You want to know what positive things are coming towards you soon? I mean, yeah, that's a valid question there. All right, all right. Right now, you're in a wanting moon. A wanting moon is it's just I feel a lot of regret a little bit, like things that you haven't accomplished that you're hoping to, which we all go through this. I went through this in my 20s, 30s, 40s, and I'm going through it again. Every 10 years, you go through this kind of thing. And obviously, at 10 years old, you don't go through it, but it starts in your 20s and ever. It's a 10-year cycle. You're in a wanting moon, you're in the middle of a 10-year cycle. Or maybe not so much the middle, but you're in a 10-year cycle I'm picking up. And in this 10-year cycle, you have some things that you thought you should have been able to accomplish, but you didn't. And it's okay. I mean, it happens to the best of us. I mean, it's life. That's what they say. And what's surrounding you is new moon in Scorpio and the waxing moon. You have a lot of fears where you feel like a failure. I'm picking up a failure, and you feel like you're going to fail, and you did get a waxing moon, which is good because there is positive energy going. And you got to remember, if you're scared and you're waiting and you don't want bad things, generally it means you got your head focused on something, on good things. So I would just kind of work through your they say fears are almost like demons. They hold you back. So that's what I'm figuring. It's like your own personal demons. And I'm not saying you're anything crazy like a horror movie. It's just fears are our own personal demons. Like people are afraid of spiders and they go running. But then when you hold them and everything, you just realize they're just a spider. And this is what fears are. And the thing is, when you fear something, you give it energy. Anything you're scared of, truly, you give energy to. So, oh, you're welcome, Jesse. So that's why it's good not to be afraid of anything. That's why it's good to take, I guess, an intellectual thing and see what it is at its core. And that's what I do with a lot of my decisions in life. So but I do see good things coming to you, but you just got to let go of these fears because they're holding you back. And just, it's almost like you're holding yourself back a little. And we all do. We get down on ourselves, we get depressed, and these things just come up. So I do feel that good things are coming, but I would just maybe try to do some positive things and work on not letting the negative get to you. If you let the negative get to you, it affects you. It's like getting a cut and it gets infested. That's what negativity does. And then you get some peroxide on there and bam, it's gone. So that's what I do. I just try to see it for what it really is, and then you always can make a plan. So that's what I'm picking up. Yeah, all right. Oh, you're welcome, Jesse, for your reading. Is there a marriage between Helen and. Oh, you guys are really into your zodiac. Oh, you're welcome, Brittany. I never identify myself as an Aries. You guys are great. I mean, I don't think I ever do. I was having a conversation with one of my coworkers. Maybe my third eye isn't completely open because my mom did more of this than me. I just do what comes natural. I'm just a natural witch, I guess you could say, but she said that I'm thinking maybe I think so scientific I might be holding myself back, but then I don't know. I've been working on things myself, so a lot of this stuff is just what it comes natural, and I'm trying to get past things, and I have like my own reservations with quantum theory and wormholes, and I think that the different pathways people see are wormholes. I'm still under the belief that one wormhole, and let's say like I decide to watch a movie, and then there's like all these random things that come in a timeline with the quantum physics where I got delayed and this and that, and I think that's where all these pathways hit. I can't prove it, and I never will be able to prove it ever. It's like trying to prove the existence of God. You're never going to do it, but in a way, it might be God. And then somebody told me that God is everything. So I don't know. But I'm getting to your reading. Uh, I could do Pathway where he's at, but it's kind of hard for me to get a gauge of what he's going to do for the day. Because we're talking about a timeline that just began. I pick up timelines and things that are going on. I mean, I could see where the timeline's starting, but that's about all I can. But I can try to help you with as much as I can. All right, is there a marriage between Helen and Muhammad? All right, I will show you the little. See what the pathways are showing me. You guys with the whole marriage possibility are getting South Node, and this just means there was things in the past that created doubt, and that's where you're at. You're just like in that whole self-doubt thing. And really self-doubt is more destructive than people just talking crazy about you if you think about it. What's surrounding you, the two other pathways are that pretty much kind of influenced the whole situation as a full moon of Virgo and a full moon in Leo. There was low self-esteem issues and I guess fear where they don't think they were good enough. One of you guys didn't think you were good enough for each other, or possibly both at some point. And then a full moon in Leo at some point too, where somebody was a little bit egotistical and didn't think it'd be a good idea. So I'm saying until one of you guys or both of you guys together come back to an understanding of letting the past go, I mean, I don't see a marriage. That's the problem. It's the past that's holding it back with whatever happened. I don't even think it's just you guys. I think it's a total other person. So, I mean, it's possible that it could turn around and rechange on a different timeline because it depends on what happens. So, okay, I don't know why I said message restricted, but I do remember the your question was is your if he was going to call today before they restricted the message. I don't know why things get restricted over here. I'm pretty much a new YouTuber to live streaming, so. Oh, okay. I mean, technically, I guess I've been on there since 2017, but I did nothing until recently, and I just recently got a live streaming button, so. Alright, on that situation of that timeline that just happened, you got a waxing crescent moon, which is good. It just means to have hope. And you got a full moon and a new moon in Libra. surrounding you. So I feel that when you get a full moon, it's you gotta let all everything. You gotta give all the negativity up to the moon. They always say that. Witches always go to the moon and just give their negativity up there. That's what they do. And a lot of people do. It's a nice thing to do. It gets rid of all your bad stuff and bad thoughts. And then you did get a new moon in Libra, which just represents another romantic cycle. I feel that there could be another romantic cycle if the stubborn one, I feel there's one that's stubborn and that doesn't want to admit to a lot of stuff, is holding it up. And once the stubborn person in the relationship gives, just, I don't know, just gives all of his sorrow and doubt to either praying or something, I feel that you're not going to have a new romantic cycle until they fully just realize that they're being stubborn. So I feel these being stubborn. So let's ahead. Oh, he loved another woman. Well, women could tear your heart out. I mean, that explains it. And he has to let all that go, and sometimes it's hard when someone breaks your heart and tears it out. So, yeah, you can ask. I'm just here socializing and doing tarot readings. But that's why I'm here. Well, that and to socialize too. Because all you guys are my friends. I hate to say subscribers because it sounds so business like. This is not a business. This is just a YouTube channel that I talk to people. So I'm going to call it my friends. I mean, I almost have 400 friends. Maybe at the end of this, I'll get closer to 400 friends. And then maybe I'll have 500 friends. I don't know. We'll see where life takes me. Like, number 9. Well, is that Tasha? Tava. All right. All right. You want to know if Toba will be in a relationship with you. I mean, anybody could change their mind about anything. This is a free universe. This is a free realm. But I can tell you what pathway she's in. Oh, you're welcome. So, she is. She is in a new moon Sagittarius. She has luck on her side. She's in a good path right now. And she has a gibbous moon and a full moon in Cancer surrounding her. She's been working on something and she's close to getting what she wants. It's a goal of hers. So, I mean, she has been busy. And then she got a full moon in Cancer were about personal issues. She's trying to resolve all of the personal issues in her life and move along to her goal, which I believe has something to do with it's job related. I mean, I feel maybe if you're in the same path as her, it's possible, but it's her own decision. I don't see another guy. I don't see another partner or anything. So I feel she's just working on herself. But maybe. I mean, there's always that's what's good about the this room. We all have our free will still. I mean, I think we always did. So, but that's always up to discussion. People always have different views because who knows what the realm is or what the realm isn't. Everyone has their own idea. That's what's the lovely. Yeah, you could ask. Thank you for being a new friend of mine. I appreciate it. Like to see what's coming up in my love life. Currently single. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Hassan. I mean, she could come back. I mean, just let her, I guess, just make herself happy and stuff and find out if you guys are in the same path and maybe someone else will come along. You never know. All right. And find out your. All right. And your name. All of these I don't know why these messages are. Oh my god, scam likely. Go away. Okay. What is it? Ishta? I want to say Ishta. I think that's it. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad that you guys want to be my friends. I appreciate it. Sometimes you don't feel loved on YouTube. It's like the ocean. You never know if you're gonna get eaten by a shark or not over here. But okay, here. All right, your love life, because everything's coming up restricted here too. You got a dissembling moon for your love life, which is not bad. It just means that you just need to take time and figure out things for yourself. And that's nothing bad. It's just reassessing your life and what you really want out of it. That's what a dissembling moon is. And that's where you're at with your love life. And then you got a void of course moon. And then you got a waxing moon. So you got two paths. You can, I guess, surrender all your bad stuff to the powers above, or just letting things, or just letting it go and nothing will come of your situation. Or you could just let things go and your energy is going to gain momentum and then somebody will come. I believe that your soulmates, I'm picking up your soulmates being held because of the situations, and you got to change something within yourself to have another relationship, because sometimes they put things on hold for you if you're not where you need to be. So that's what I'm picking up, and that's not a bad thing because sometimes you could be toxic to somebody just thinking you're being nice if you're full of a lot of resentment for another person. And then sometimes you can take it out on the person that is actually good for you. So, but yeah, I would honestly just do something fun. I mean, I would, if you don't have a dog and you're able to adopt a dog, maybe get a dog. I mean, getting a dog helped me. I was really depressed and stuff, and I didn't. I was really just not in a right position in my life, and I was And I got Chong, and I made a whole social network, and he made me happy. Or maybe just get a cat if you can't afford a dog. They're not expensive. You just buy litter and some food, and they sleep with you and stuff, and they're easy to hide. You could do that. Sometimes animals help this, and animals are out there and they need homes because there's a lot of bad people out there hurting them. So maybe that's what you need. And I am saying that because animals are very healthy for your psyche. I mean, I've always been a cat person. My parents were a dog person, but I've always been a cat person personally. I love cats. I cannot turn down a cat. I love them. I find them to be the most interesting out of all the animals. I I do like them a lot. And I've always had a thing with cats. My friends used to tell me I was going to be the cat lady when I got older, and I just might. But to their surprise, I got a dog. So I was able to afford it, and I put some money aside, quit smoking, and I got a dog. You know, because cigarettes are expensive, and you will be able to. I mean, I couldn't breathe. I was having problems breathing on cigarettes, so and I know that I will tell you the respiratory therapist told me it's 10 years. After 10 years, you can get COPD. So if you are smoking cigarettes, it hasn't been 10 years, try to quit. I took Shantix and everything to quit. So, and it's one of the best decisions I ever made was quit smoking cigarettes because they put a lot of chemicals in them, and it does really bother your heart and your lungs and everything. It really does. So you can't. I mean, I'm just saying this as a friend to you guys because it's terrible sometimes when your best friend Marlboro Menthols is the cause of you having problems breathing. So I had to quit. It was hard, and it was a lot of people said it was close to like being hooked on cocaine or something. And honestly, there's times where I think about having a cigarette, and I haven't had a cigarette. Every once in a while, sometimes I sneak out one cigarette and that's it, and I just don't buy them no more. I won't buy a pack because I'll buy the one pack and keep smoking them. They're that addictive, just like a lot of things in the world are. So, but I guess that's kind of where the world's at. That's how the cigarettes are. But I did smoke for 10 years, but I do know people that smoke for over 10 years, 20, and then quit, and they still got COPD. Because I have a lot of patients that quit after 20 years and got COPD and got the whole kit and caboodle. And then some didn't. Either you're going to bite the bullet or with it or you're not. But chances are you could still get COPD, but it might be a mild form. I have some residents that I go to try to walk in the bathroom and just go to the bathroom, they're out of breath. And I know that you won't be able to work if you can't barely walk to the bathroom. So, I mean, it's something to think about in your life. This is why I'm trying, that's why I don't want cigarettes like that. Because they're costly, and then they're going to cost you later because you're not going to have no money. And if you have no money for stuff when you get older, I mean, you need money because you got to eat and stuff. And eventually you got to slow down with working. So if you quit cigarettes sometime, you could still continue to work full time to your 75. If you smoke a lot of cigarettes, you're gonna be in your 50s and 60s having problems working. But yeah. Oof. Ooh, Lord, I don't know why I'm yawning. Oh. But I'm going to take me a break and thank you for the subscriptions and thank you for all my new friends. I mean, I really like to help people and I really feel like I helped people today, so I'm gonna grab something to eat and then see when the husband's coming home and maybe I can come on again today. But thank you so much. I appreciate all you guys and I will I'll be here. I know tomorrow he doesn't work, so I have all day to live stream off and on. So thank you, and I appreciate all of your guys' support and all your guys' friendship in this uncertain realm of negativity we live in. And I pray everybody's okay. And I hope everybody's having a great day. So I'm gonna go ahead and take me a break because my throat hurts. And I'll talk to you guys later.